Now to that weak new jobs report showing that just 96,000 jobs were added in the month of August. And although the unemployment rate dropped to 8.1%, it's because nearly 400,000 people just stopped looking for work. President Obama and Mitt Romney now both furiously spinning those numbers, knowing that this is the issue that will likely decide the election. It's your voice, your vote, and we'll hear from ABC's Rena Ninan covering the Romney campaign in just a moment. But first, ABC's David Curley is at the White House. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Bianna. Flat, disappointing. Some would call this a dismal jobs report, and it has the president trying out a new message on voters. He's asking for more time.
The president bounded onto a stage in New Hampshire less than 12 hours after accepting his nomination, trying to put the most positive spin he could on those disappointing jobs numbers.
After losing around 800,000 jobs a month when I took office, business once again added jobs for the 30th month in a row.
True. Still, 23 million Americans are unemployed, and the president acknowledges all the frustration.
That's not good enough. We know it's not good enough. We need to create more jobs faster.
And that is part of a new narrative which the president introduced in his acceptance speech, pleading for patience, claiming his plan to fix the economy takes more than 4 years.
Yes, our path is harder, but it leads to a better place. Yes, our road is longer, but we travel it together.
Selling his path, even though the jobs numbers play right into the hands of the Republicans. So Mr. Obama continues to claim the Republican plans are old, tired, and not the prescription for the economy.
Tax cuts, gut some regulations. Oh, and more tax cuts. Tax cuts when times are good, tax cuts when times are bad. It'll cure anything, according to them.
I'm Rena Ninan. Where they're taking.
Oops.
It was a sucker punch aimed directly where the Obama campaign hurts the most.
Jobs numbers.
Unemployment rate.
Jobs.
Getting back to work.
Without hesitation, Romney pouncing on the new unemployment numbers.
I know how to get the private sector to create 12 million new jobs. I know what it's going to take to do that.
Mitt Romney and vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan convincing Americans a vote for Obama won't make them or their pocketbooks better off.
For that every person that got a job, nearly 4 people stopped looking for a job. They gave up. We can't keep doing this.
Hoping that history might repeat itself, where presidential incumbents like Ford, Carter, and Bush in '92 failed to convince voters, despite similar economic woes, just why the country was better off with them.
Here in Colorado, we're not better off under President Obama.
And knowing that the economy is unlikely to bounce back by November, on Friday, the campaign released 15 new ads targeting 8 states, explaining how Mitt Romney plans to help.
The Romney plan? Repeal Obama's excessive regulations, foster innovation, and create over 200,000 new jobs.
And Rena and David join us live now. Rena, why is the Romney camp releasing so many ads now, and do they think it will make a big difference?
Yes, Bianna, the focus now is on a handful of key battleground states, and Romney is likely to make history this election cycle, becoming the first challenger to outspend a sitting president.
And David, how worried is the Obama team now that that poor jobs report will eat away at any post-convention bounce they'd been hoping for?
Well, they're going to watch it, but they came out of that convention feeling like they have the momentum. They say they are ahead in every battleground state this morning. That's good news. They're waiting for the next polls to kind of come out after both conventions. Look for the president over the next couple of weeks before the debates to be out in those battleground states asking voters to go vote early. They'd like to bank as many votes as possible. They think they have the mo right now, Bianna.
And Rena, we finally heard from Clint Eastwood after that infamous empty chair speech. What did he have to say about that?
Yeah, he spoke to a local California paper, and he said he came up with the idea of having Obama represent an invisible chair just minutes before he went on stage. And Bianna, he says that it was mission accomplished for his job at the Republican National Convention.
Well, people are still talking about it, so I guess he has a point there. All right, Rena and David, thank you so much. And Republican vice presidential nominee Congressman Paul Ryan joins George Stephanopoulos tomorrow on This Week. It's a show we'll be sure to watch.